Uh, Good evening, everybody. And it's nice to see quite a lot of people here. Some of them, my very dear friends and teachers. So I wish you all a very healthy and safe Sunday afternoon and an afternoon of learning. And I initially thank Dr. Sunil who has started this beautiful initiative of mythological classroom. And I remember about in 2016 when I had joined the university, I joined the course basically because I thought it was going to be Ramayana and Mahabharata which was going to be taught. And in the very first class, uh, Utkarsh gave me a shock by saying that Ramayana and Mahabharata would not be in the portion. So then I was thinking, why I have come here? And it's been a long journey. And I know some of the participants here are not from the mythological branch. So I will be also taking a little basics, which my classmates and seniors will have to bear with. Okay, the basically it's how myths have been used by politicians to influence people. And the present case that we are studying is of the Third Reich or of the Nazi regime. And as you can be, you have been seeing the disclaimer, it's only about this regime and we are not talking about any other government in the past, present or future. As I start my and will come. So this is where they found mythology. And now what was the attraction for this mythology? Is why were Germans attracted to this mythology rather than a more popular Abrahamic or biblical mythology? If you see Norse mythology, it is very aggressive. The story has a lot of violence in it, a lot of killing in it, and it is in very detail. Okay, so this was a bit of the people's. This sort of a mythology was something that actually catered to people's that time mental state. So, so let us see now here. Here we are talked about Norse mythology, often talking of gods who are ready to fight, ready to, you know, see that blood is shed to protect or grow their world. Okay. And I talked about Germany feeling that they are in this miserable state because of lack of empire. And here is a person who is a painter and see these paintings. Mostly he painted buildings. Who was he? Hitler, a failed artist. Here, this person, his name is Private Tandy. His name is Henry Tandy. And this is the war of Marcoing. There's a village called Marcoing. And this is a painting by an Italian painter, Matania. So, this is a painting. Now, how is this painting connected to Hitler? So, unfortunately, in India, there is a history saying that Vasco da Gama, when he came to Cochin, the first thing he saw was a Jewish lady playing a flute. So it sort of welcomed him by playing a flute. And even in today, Fort Cochin, there is a Jewish market and a Jewish synagogue. So India is one of the only countries where Jews have never ever been executed. Okay. Now, when the prince asked her, she can trace back her family all the way to the Germanic tribes, being pure German blood. And what does the prince do? He marries pure German blood. And this is not a story. If you had to become a Nazi officer, you had to officially prove the last three generations from both your paternal and maternal side, pure German blood. No Austrian mix, no Polish mix, no East European mix. Pure German blood paganism. Okay, so even when the British came to India, that was one of the reasons they said that it is the burden of the white man to rule Africa and India, like Asian continent in Africa, because here people are uncivilized, they're barbaric, they sacrifice animals. Okay, and their one sort of agenda to rule us, at such a heavy cost initially was that it is our moral duty or religious duty to civilize these people. And one of the ways of civilizing them was converting them to Christianity. Right? Now let us go back to the German scenario. Now, initially those people were all pagans. They were following Norse mythology. The rituals are written in the Edda prose and Edda poetry or skaldic traditions. Okay. Then what happens is after the invasion of Germany by Rome, that Christianity spreads there. This symbol of swastika is the hammer in motion. This is the hammer in motion. The black is Nazi land. White is supremacy of the white race. And this cannot be achieved without the blood sacrifice of the lives of. So, the hero is Tyr. The symbol is this Tyr rune, and it was as marking on the graves of SS officer. That was the ritual. So you see, there is a hero symbol. You have the myth, the whole myth that I told you, and the ritual is what? The whole moral is what? That Tyr sacrificed his body, a part of his body or his body, for the betterment of his brothers. That is, the gods who lived in the world of gods later. So that means, so here you see, they have covered hero, they have covered symbols, they have covered myths, and we have covered rituals.
Sure, sir.
Okay?
I just want to know if sir is going to continue the studies on Indian scenario. I mean, he has already started. How far are you into it?
I I think in my first disclaimer slide, I think I should show you a first disclaimer slide. I said the today's talk is only on today's subject. So I will be a film star here and say no comments.
Ah, okay. I will send you a mail, sir.
Okay, yeah, better. Okay. Have you any time seen a Parsi wedding? Matlab, of course, no non-Parsi is allowed inside the fire temple or to see the wedding. But if you see picture of the wedding, the groom comes with a coconut in his hand. On the coconut, a swastik is marked on it. Now, the swastik is not a Hindu symbol. I can say it's an Aryan symbol. So, they were